That's good. All right, so I'm going to seal that, and then I'm going to copper leaf it. And I'm also going to copper leaf the inside of the control cavity. Copper leaf this in order to for the visual appearance through the F holes, or schwa holes, as it may be, because these aren't F's. Yeah, I sealed all this, and so on this cavity side here, I'm going to do all of this side and up here, up into the upper horn, and then also the edges. You probably can't see that. Down in here. So all of this will get copper leaf. Now it's going to break all these little cuts. You know, it's technically it's supposed to have contact all the way through. I'm not sure I showed that yet. When I did this the other day, I had continuity everywhere. I mean, all over this. So just like that. So you can see we have continuity in all sorts of places. Of course, it doesn't go over here because there's no connection there. That's very good. It's better than the paint, the shielding paint. As far as that goes, you'll get a high resistance, but you won't get it short like that. All right, this is a fairly thinned, I don't know what it is. I'm going to say it's 1 pound or thinner cut of shellac. All right, and we're just going to do a quick and dirty seal here because I think the size just goes on and dries better when it's been sealed prior. Stuff actually goes in better if you leave it on that sheet.
Ransomware attack on the Colonial Pipeline. During a news conference, Deputy Attorney General Lisa Monaco said the FBI obtained the password to the hacker's Bitcoin account and has recovered $2.3 million.
The Department of Justice has found and recaptured the majority of the ransom Colonial paid.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott will be hosting a border security summit near the Mexican border this week. The governor's office says Thursday's event in the border town of Del Rio will feature comments from Abbott and other state officials on what's being done to protect the border. An adult film star once at the center of a controversy involving former President Trump says she's willing to testify in an ongoing probe against him. Stormy Daniels spoke to CNN. Brian Shook, NBC News Radio.
Today and every day, AT&T celebrates our local heroes. Hi, this is Deb from Mad Mountain Wireless, your local AT&T retailer in Mount Shasta. Every day, we show appreciation for our first responders, nurses, physicians, teachers, members of the military. Thank you for your service and sacrifice. Call our number today. Let us make sure that your appreciation discounts are on your account. You are definitely appreciated. You are our heroes. 530-918-3478.
Welcome to today's episode of The Great Unknown. Last time we talked about why chickens can't just cross the road in peace. Today's topic is the great unknowns of the future. Like, am I ready for what life throws at me? Well, that answer is easy. Just follow
I don't know if that's too dry or what's going on with that.
so you know what to expect if you
I'm going to reglue it. Maybe I missed it.
Papa's Donuts, home of award-winning donuts and breakfast.
Oh, I got some area up here that doesn't feel right.
Famous burgers and the Papa's Bear Claws. Papa's Donuts, 306 Maple Street, Mount Shasta. Call 918-3470.
Here's your updated forecast for Dunsmuir, Mount Shasta, and McLeod. Partly cloudy skies tonight with lows around 40. Winds out of the north, 8 to 15 miles per hour.
Maybe I just need to put it on thicker. I don't know. But
Highs around 63, partly cloudy. Chance for isolated rain showers again tomorrow night. Lows level off around 40. Mainly cloudy skies expected. That's your forecast for South Central Siskiyou County. I'm meteorologist Paul Trombley on Z100 FM. Currently, it's 60 degrees.
Hi, gang. This is Willis Callahan with the coolest show on the radio. It's Hot Rod Radio USA.
so I'm planning on leafing the inside edge of this. This will probably get softened. It's a pretty sharp edge. I might even cut it at a little back bevel here. So that's gonna, but I want to get the finish on before I do that because I don't want to put anything on here that's going to cause that to not take finish properly. I also got this Renaissance wax. Ordered that. It's the micro crystalline wax polish, or crystalline. It's got an E on the end there. It should be line. Anyway, I heard good things about that. And not only just for wood, but for all sorts of stuff that you can put it on just to help, preserve things, especially old stuff. It was made for museum stuff, which, of course, this is museum quality here. Still needs to dry a little more, from what I can see and feel. Anyway, hurry up. Once I do this section right here, I am going to I'm going to go ahead and do this outside edges. I did the inside already. Go ahead and do this. Like I said before, probably not going to be completely solid, but it should give me enough continuity throughout that it will it'll make a very good Faraday cage. And if I was putting humbuckers, I wanted to mention this. The last 335 I built, I had humbuckers in, and I didn't shield any of it, because if you can't shield all of it, I don't see any point in shielding just one little part of it. Like I saw Ben Crow doing that, where he just painted like a little graphite paint, on the face of it under the controls, and it's like, well, that is not a Faraday cage, okay? And if you're really trying to take care of a hum situation, now, the reason it didn't hum was it had humbuckers in it, I'm assuming. because that Faraday cage wasn't anything to, it wouldn't have worked anyway. So just saying, like the one he's building right now, I think he did the same thing. He painted the inside of the top with some, conductive paint. And it's just kind of goofy. The whole end and sides of the guitar are open. So obviously there's nothing bridging that, creating any kind of cage. It doesn't hurt to try. That's not what I'm saying. And sometimes these concepts get really blurry. Yeah, they shouldn't. They're pretty straightforward concept. You have a grounded metal container or compartment that your electronics are in, that you're shielding from outside sources of interference. And you can't do that if you don't have a complete cage. So even this may not get me where I want to be. And the only reason I'm doing this one, like I said, the last one was humbuckers. The reason I'm doing this one is because it's P90s, which are just big, fat single coils. And they can hum for sure. Although I play a P90 guitar every week under fluorescent lights, and it is quiet as can be. If I was running it through a really, really ratty distortion, there'd probably be some noise, but I'd not. I do run a couple different distortions. I stack them up, but it's not super noisy at all. I don't get any hum unless I stack two of them, and even then it's more of just a really, really low hiss. So that guitar, I can't remember now. I'm sure I did. I suppose I could hair dryer this. I had a couple spots that were just kind of puddles, so they're not drying up as quick as they ought to. The rest of it's ready to roll. I got to look this up and see how expensive this is. This stuff might actually be less money than actual Stu Mac copper shielding. But I found a lot better price on a roll of copper shielding just on Amazon from somewhere. All right, we're going to go ahead. Well, I touched down and consequently it grabbed. And so most of that will come loose. Ah. A trained gold leaf person or copper leaf person is probably having a fit if they're watching this, because I have no idea if you're supposed to try to get this to go down smooth. I think that's quite impossible. I think part of the look is that it's kind of rough and textured from being whacked with the brush. I actually bought the little brush, but I'm doing such a large area. I like this brush better. It seems to be better at poking it in. Why? All right, well, there we go. That will all come out in the wash. Anyway, I like this brush because it make sure that the stuff that isn't stuck down good peels up. I don't want the stuff that isn't stuck down good shaken out later on. So I'm about ready to turn you off here. Just wanted to get to a point. Not even sure how much of this you can see. Want to see if I'm conducting all the way from there to there. Wow. So